your little dog?
I can do it. Wonder Wheel. I don't want to go through life being a Wonder Wheel murderer.
Hey, are you talking to me? You must be talking to me because I'm the only pig here. Oh, no, wait, I'm not the only pig here. I'm joined by a bunch of other piglets that are here to have a good time with me. Of course, we are joined, as always, by Vinnie. Art, what's up, Vinnie?
Hey, brother. How we doing? How's it hanging today?
It's hanging low and to the left. We're also joined by Trina, Real Hard. What's going on, Trina?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Glad to be here.
And we're joined by Slasher McSplitter. What's up, Slasher?
It's good, man.
It's good, and it's going. I hope everything's well on your end.
Chilling.
Awesome. And, of course, we got a representation from the north. We got Steve. What's up, Steve?
I don't know. Hi.
You son of a bitch. You're go bringing it all down already. You son of a bitch.
I don't know. I didn't talk Slashers. What's up?
Let's say hi to the chat real quick. Chaos Hoy was in the house. What's up, Chaos Hoy? Carl was also stopping in. What's up, Carl? The Time Prophet in the chat as well. What's up, Time Prophet? I hope things do improve for you, buddy. Thoughts, man. Positive vibes heading your way. Keely Chow also in the chat. Curtis YZ, my man, what's up? Trina's also in the chat. CJH is in the chat as well. Monotony in the house. Monotony, you know you can always stop up here and say hi if you want to. You son of a bitch, hanging out there on this endless ocean. Finally, lovers know no shame. God damn it. God damn it. Stream Elements bot is running. Holy shit, really? I set that thing up, I don't even know how many months ago, and it's kind of running, but I don't think it's really doing anything. It's running. It's running and going nowhere. King of Squibs is also in the house. What's up, Squibs? Guys, you know the usual. Let everybody know. Share the links out there. Let everybody know that the pig is live because YouTube absolutely hates this pig. I'm telling you.
Starlink? That's the logo for Stream Elements bot?
I am not 100% sure what that is. It's just a robot. It looks like a football helmet.
It's a rocket.
Robot.
It's a rocket.
Is it a rocket?
Yeah.
I thought it was a robot.
It's a robot.
It's a rocket.
It's a robot.
It's a rocket. Look at the middle.
It looks like a
It's a
rocket.
robot.
What makes it a robot?
Yeah, what makes it a robot? It's a
What do
rocket. It's the
I see two blue eyes.
Blue eyes.
blue eyes.
I see
No,
a
it's
rocket.
definitely a rocket.
See, that's 3-2. I think we win. It's a rocket bot, just like Chaos Hoy said.
It's a penis sticking out of porridge.
Someone set up a poll. Oh, wait. It sounds like you already did.
Yes,
It's a
we already
rocket.
did
It's
that.
a robot. Well, we are confused. What's going on? Pale Rider, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. We're hanging out right. Before we get started, I want to send a shout out. I'm going to have to switch brands to do this, but I want to send a shout out to our wonderful host here on YouTube, the mighty Uncle Bollywood. Screw you, you stinking bastard. I don't like those people. They drive me crazy.
Holy cow. Sorry.
Keg 44 in the house. What's up? King of Squibs. Fight, right? We should start fighting. Like, who wants to rumble from a distance? Turning and returning to some secret place inside, watching in slow motion as you turn around and say, this is going to be a long story,
Do you
ain't
see
it?
how the bots and AI just cause chaos all the time?
I love it. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to get started with the first toy of the day. And I may be grifting with this one. This one's a little bit older. So, at the end, shout out if you remember this one. How's it going? And welcome back as we are hanging out with Indy. Oh, Indy, what's going on, buddy? The archaeological pig. And of course, you know what that means with Indy here. Because he's the archaeological pig, it's going to be old school, at least a little old school. Not so old school that it needs to be ongoing old school, but here we go. We will be looking at Wildcats Grifter from 1994 by Playmates. It was done by Wildstorm Comics. If you are not familiar with this one, I am not surprised. This was one that was around for a little while in 94, and then it kind of disappeared. But there were some interesting comic stories, and the fact that Playmates picked this one up, made some figures, is kind of interesting. So let's get them out and take a look at them. Still the original box and everything. So right out of this packaging, here is Grifter. Like traditional Playmates toys, like they did with the Turtles line and everything, he is not super posable. He's got a little movement right here in the legs. He's got a little bit of a waist turn there. The arms go up and down, and he's got a little bit of a turn right there at the top of the forearm. Does have head movement as well, but that was pretty much it. Yeah, so the cape is a little bit soft. It's more like a rubbery feel to it, so it kind of flexes a little bit when you turn the character sideways. He goes with his rifle blaster, and of course he's got a little walkie-talkie there as well. Got him in the best of an action poses you can get this guy in. Here we go with his last two weapons. He's got his electro discharge pistol and his customized Carabum Energy Blaster. Pretty interesting toy from a fairly unknown comic from the 1990s. Vinnie, surely you remember that one.
Oh, yeah. And the other characters, too. Is that Maul, that big one with the...
Warblade. Warblade was the T-1000 looking guy, right? Was it Warblade?
Was it Warblade? I forgot his name. I remember Zealot. She was the chick with the white short hair and the ninja outfit.
Yeah. I always wondered how come McFarlane didn't do those figures, because he was doing all the other Image guys figures.
Because they were fighting at the time.
Yeah. McFarlane and Jim Lee were fighting at the time.
Everyone was pissed at Jim Lee because he's the first one that sold out. He sold Wildstorm to DC.
Yeah, but I think these toys came out around the same time McFarlane started doing his toys. What year was that, Tommy?
That was 94.
Yeah, that's the same year that McFarlane started, I think.
No, he started, I think, in... What fucking year did he start? They were already up to, I think, issue 16 of Spawn, I think, when he started. So maybe it was 93?
I thought it was 94.
No Time Prophet. That was a different comic company that actually created characters that kind of resembled some of the X-Men characters, and they were called Wildcats. And real quick, what's up to Bad Take Bojan, who's in the house? What's up? I hope that you were doing well. Yeah, that Tribble's trying to escape. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you're right. He founded his company in 94, but shit was in the works from 93. But I believe at the time they were already feuding, because I know they had a big problem with what's his name? Help me out here. Rob Liefeld. Rob Liefeld and Todd were best friends, and then they had a massive falling out over something that Rob was doing.
Well, I know McFarlane did a couple of the Youngblood figures. I know he did because I have. Who do I have? I have Chapel. No, not Chapel. I have Bad Rock.
Chapel was one of them that they did too early on.
Yeah, I remember that. I didn't get him though. I have Bad Rock and I have someone else. I can't remember who else I have.
Yeah. Well, Jim Lee probably made a better deal. What you said was Playmates, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So he just probably wanted to go his own route. He probably had a better deal because Todd was a little stingy. We'll say
little.
That. Yeah, well,
Mr. Tuna Can? Stingy? I don't believe it.
Let's just say he would make Chris Fisk and the Tribe very proud.
Chris is sweating right now. Did somebody mention Jews?
Whoa. But, I don't know. It's that whole group of them were, I don't know, a bunch of shit stains. I like Mark Silvestri. He was a good dude. He was always kind of doing his own thing.
Now, didn't they do some crossovers too before they kind of folded up and sold it off?
Which one, Wildstorm?
Yeah.
I believe so.
They sold out to DC, right?
Yeah, he sold his company to DC, and then later he became one of the publishers. He cut a mass deal. That's why he made a ton of money. He made so much money, he ended up buying a place in Italy next to George Clooney in Lake Como.
That's crazy.
Just to tell you how much fucking money that guy pulled in. But he did sell it. He doesn't still have it, but things went down the shitter for a bit. But I'm sure he's still making a boatload of money. These asswipes.
Chaos Soy, Darth Helmet appreciates it. He loves when people stop in and say hi. I showed the pigs that stuff. They appreciate that. But I wanted to start off with something older because I know we always talk about its collectible past, and I know 9 times out of 10 we're showing newer stuff. Mm-hmm. But every once in a while, I want to take an older toy and just kind of spotlight it. And I had recently just dug those ones out of the garage since I had to do some, so shall we say, shuffling around of all the crates, the Indiana Jones Area 51 storage that is my garage. And I came across another box of toys and found these in there. I was like, oh, shit, these shouldn't be out in the heat. They got to come inside. So that was that.
You have any other Wildcats figures?
I don't remember if there was any other ones in there or not. I know there was a few DC superhero ones. And they were the
Toy Biz ones?
No, the other ones.
The Kenner ones?
No, like later on line, like kind of like their Unleashed version or something. I forget what it's called.
DC Direct? DC Direct, maybe?
I forget exactly. I would have to look at them. Those ones were actually not mine. They were my brother's. And he's actually got 2 of the same figure. He's got 2 flashes sitting back there. Like one's in a completely sealed package and the other one's a little bit like busted up because it was opened. But it's still the complete package. So it's it is what it is. I'll have to dig them out and do videos on them for future shows. So, but I'm going to get into the before I hand it off to Vinnie, because I know he's got something. I'm going to do the next one. This is actually something, it's both new and old. So it kind of like progresses from the first one. It's basically a remolding of a toy. And I finally did pick it up. Finally got around to doing a review on this one. And I like it other than a few misses on it. And NECA, you sons of bitches. Here we go. Hey, what's going on? We're hanging out with Strip, the horror icon, pig nose deep in some lettuce right now, getting his nom on. And we're getting ready to take a look at another figure from NECA. This one is 40 years, Iron Maiden, the Trooper. Been looking for this one for a little bit. Already got Peace of Mind. I got Aces High, and now I got the Trooper. Let's go ahead. Let's take it out of the box and take a look at it. Right out of the box, here we have Eddie as the Trooper. Now this one does have a lot of really cool soft goods on this one. This one looks absolutely fantastic. One thing that bugs me is the leg there. Like the one leg is just like way out, like it's on a weird angle. Like I don't get that. I don't know what's going on there. But otherwise, everything about the uniform on this guy, all the little details with the pouches, the backpack, the sword scabbard. You got the full sword scabbard right there. All that looks amazing. He does have some decent movement right here. Here we go. We got his saber in his hand. Got him leaning in for the attack. I will say, because there are absolutely no rockers on his feet, it gets really difficult to be able to get him into a standing position when you start spreading the legs out and start looking for some really good action poses. Here we go. We got his flag in his hand as well, charging in, kind of similar to what we see on the original album cover. It is a shame, once again, that they didn't fix some of the articulation problems with the original one and kind of update it, but that's NECA being lazy like so many of these other companies do. Here they have a killer looking figure with some really great aesthetics, really great detailing, and instead of going the extra mile and updating the original mold and adding a little bit better articulation, they just re-release it lazily as it originally was. Still, this one looks really cool. It does capture all the essence of Eddie on that cover artwork for the Trooper, and I do love having this in my collection. Anyway, guys, even though this one misses a little bit on the way of articulation, it does hit soundly in all the detailing. Be sure to let an escaping Stripe. All right, Stripe, let's not escape before the horror show is over. Be sure to let an escaping Stripe what you think about this one. I'm only giving this one, I will say a 7 out of 10 because of the lack of articulation.
Yeah, that's a shame that they still haven't fixed the bodies on those figures.
I don't know why. Time Prophet's coming in with Eddie was drawn by Derek Riggs, was later sacked.
Oh, damn.
He also said that he's got he said he met Bruce Dickinson and got his autograph. Nice.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Curtis, the leg. Ugh.
Yeah, I have that figure. I haven't unboxed it yet, but I love how it's clothed. Yeah, Curtis mentioned that too. The clothes make it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're absolutely phenomenal. Like even the little sergeant patches that he's got on his shoulder, incredible looking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They put so much work into it, and then they drop the ball on the body that's underneath it. Like, why would they do that? Like, I still don't understand it.
Oh, and I took that. I pulled the pant leg up to see what was going on with that leg. That is actually the way it's molded, and it's molded on an angle, so it's like, veered out like that. And I don't know. Well, I'm not 100% sure if it's actually 100% the molding or the way that they put it in the plastic packaging, because the plastic packaging hasn't changed from the original ones either. They're doing the exact same molding for the plastic packaging. And the way the packaging sits in there, it pushes the legs together in a weird angle. And I'm kind of wondering if they put it in the packages before it was like fully cured, the plastic, and it worked that way because of the packaging.
Again, it just sounds like they keep using the same body over and over. And if they're not going to update it, and yet they're still releasing more of those figures, it's like, I don't understand. They're making a fortune, with all the licenses and shit they have, and most of these figures, they won't stay on shelves. So cough up a few bucks and sculpt and do a new body. What the hell? I don't know, man.
Nice touch with the blood on the blade, though.
Oh yeah, killer.
Yeah, the clothes look great. The paint job looked nice. I don't. Yeah.
Well, Time Prophet, that would be an artillery man. When they're talking about a musket, they're actually talking about the rifle.
I got your musket rifle right here.
Yeah, they would never refer to a ground gun or a cannon as a musket.
The version of Eddie I just got was from Power Slave.
That's the one I was wondering if they were going to redo. Remember we were talking about it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been waiting to see that one again, because when I was cleaning up Dad's house, I seen a whole bunch of these damn figures. They had a bunch of them, and I still cannot remember if it was Stranger in a Strange Land or Somewhere in Time.
I was going to ask, do they have the Somewhere in Time one? Because I like that. That one's my favorite.
Okay, that's the one they had too. Then at the time, because I'd seen all them. The only one I never seen was Live After Death, which I heard they supposedly had. And then, of course, Amazon has their exclusive with the Number of the Beast, which is more of a figurine than an actual, action figure.
And it's awful looking.
It does. It looks bad.
Yeah.
It's such a bummer.
Yeah. Well, we showed it a couple of weeks ago. That same figure, but I worked on it at McFarlane's. I redesigned the whole thing. I gave him a base and all that stuff too.
Well, Vinnie, Jesus, you could have done a better job.
Like my balls.
All right, Vinny, I'm handing it over to you. Not that I don't have more, but hey, this isn't all just me.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You got the Pig Collective here. I mean, no, hold on. Give me a second. I'm gonna open this up. Yeah, I got another gargoyle figure to show you guys. I finally reviewed Broadway here. This is pretty badass. So he comes with his popcorn, his food, all that good shit. Yeah, again, the packaging fantastic on this thing. The guy who sculpted it also he did the line work for that front artwork. Someone else painted it though. But yeah, so there's all the stuff you need to know with this guy. Some cool promo shots. You know, he's a bit of a bruiser of a character, but you know he's fun. He's more goofy on the cartoon anyway. But he could be scary if he wants to. And yeah, no, they did a killer job. The art style on this thing again, unbelievable, man. I don't know how he kept doing it. Like it has that cartoon feel, but yet there's still more like realistic kind of sculpt work going on with the the musculature and the anatomy and everything. Like really really nice. But these are very solid figures on top of it. They got some good heft to them. Yeah, they're amazing. Again, it's the same guy who sculpted the figures that Tommy showed last week. The Phantom and the Defenders of the Earth there. But excellent stuff. Articulation wise, again, because he doesn't have hair, so there's nothing that's hindering or the movement from like the wings and stuff. Because there's a number of figures that have longer hair, and it kind of gets in the way of articulation. But this guy's solid. He's good. Again, your standard kind of joints, double elbow bend. I like that upper kind of heft circle joint that's up there. And he has waist articulation too, so that's pretty good. He does do the kind of splits. They did them interesting. Like I like that it's like a cup that drops from the T joint, so you could have thigh rotation. So again, they thought about the engineering on these figures, and not a lot of people do that. So but yeah, you have the extra pivot from not just the ankle point, but you have it from the toes. So if you get them into wide stances, they can still have their like the front balls of the feet that are flat on the ground. Excellent.
Does Trina want to add something here?
I was wondering why.
I was wondering why Stick didn't, but all right. Anyway,
I
can take
was
balls a
looking
few more
away in
times.
fright.
There's ball joints all over the place.
Oh yeah, that's what you were looking for up there.
Yeah, he's got two. The left and the right. I'll keep saying the jokes if you won't. Okay. But yeah, there's the alternate face. So yeah, a lot of times like when they're getting ferocious and stuff, like the pupils disappear. I like that, like in the cartoon, their eyes glow. But
it's a fist too. That one can go up the loincloth.
Well, there are female figures for that.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah. His hands got a good cupping motion as well, but that's to grab the popcorn, not the gash. But yeah, that looks good too. Yeah, this guy he was always eating on the cartoon. So fun stuff. Anyway.
Eating who?
Not who. It's just food. Although I know he started banging Goliath's daughter. That's right. Angela. He was eating Angela. But here's a drumstick, a turkey leg. It focuses, but yeah, really good paint job on all this stuff too. Sorry that the light is a little blown out on it, but yeah, there's the jalapeno he comes with. Again, something happened in the cartoon. He became addicted to them. And yeah, there's his battle axe weapon and the mace. And they actually attach, which is really cool. I like that they did that.
Yeah, Soul Assassin, what's going on? He meant that exact same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's good stuff, man. Yeah, Hudson comes with that big dagger, that big kind of knife dagger thing. But yeah, no, these guys are excellent. I love like all the little details they put in there, the accessories that are kind of specific to episodes and stuff like that, and kind of ongoing jokes as well that were in the cartoon. But yeah, he looks awesome. Excellent job. So out of like the classic gargoyles from the cartoon, like your core members, it was Goliath and his clan. There's only one more that has to come out, and I think he comes out next week. It should be Lexington. He was he was the smallest gargoyle out of all of them, but he was one that was like, very like tech savvy. Like once he started learning technology in the cartoon, like he became like this, he became like your Draven or your Chris Fisk type of a character.
Mm-hmm.
Like he knows everything about computers.
You know what I like about this, and I've told you before, I was never a huge fan of gargoyles, but I could appreciate all the work that they put into this thing. Like they could have easily skimped out on the inside coloring on the wings, but they didn't. They had all of that texture and color. They did an amazing job on it. I mean, this is the kind of shit NECA can do.
Yeah.
Day in and day out, if they really apply themselves. And then like the Trooper
Absolutely.
one right before this, where amazing looking figure, but it could have looked just as good as this if they didn't drop the ball and they would have did some fixes to the original molding.
Yeah, I hear you, man. And yeah, I think you're right, Soul Assassin. I do believe that he is Hudson's kid. But the thing is with Gargoyle, like it was all about the clans and like they hatched from eggs. It was like a rookery egg, so they kind of like put them all together basically. And like they all raised them as one big group kind of thing. So it wasn't really fathers and daughters and that type of thing. They didn't really do that, which I thought was interesting in the cartoon. And then when you find out when Angela comes into the fold in the cartoon, they kind of make it a point where it's like, yeah, they make it very obvious, and she's just like looking for her father's approval and stuff. Like they did a good job with the writing on it, which was awesome. Her mother was a psycho. Was one of the villains in the series, Demona. But excellent stuff. Like I said, if you guys haven't seen the cartoon, highly recommend it. Or if you haven't seen it in a while, we're kind of on the fence about it. Definitely worth taking a look at. This cartoon holds up in a big way. Yeah. No, I don't have the microwave light like Tommy does though. This was just the regular rotating face.
Here we go again. I am not microwaving the pigs.
And there is how he scales with Brooklyn, which I do believe Broadway should have been a little bit bigger. I don't know, but again, they still work together. They look awesome. I think maybe just because Brooklyn's head seems so big. But either way, like I said, this is a fantastic line. This wave is incredible, and I'm glad that it's almost done. Because yeah,
Are you really glad? Are you really glad though? Well, Soul Assassin brings up like, what if they make the Aztec gargoyles, Vinny? I mean, can you stop at this point?
Oh yeah, I don't need the Aztec ones. Although William Palmieri, he's a great supporter of mine and awesome fan. He's got a bunch of these things as well, and him and I we talked about it on one of the comment sections. And there is a big figure I would be willing to get. There's an episode where Goliath has the Eye of Odin, and it magically transforms him into a much larger armored version that looks incredible. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to stop. I'd probably I'd jump on that.
Vinny, do not stop. You cannot stop.
Well,
it's like a shark swimming the collectible aisles in the stores. If you stop moving and buying, you die.
Well, I'm glad that there's more time in between figures. I think there's like one or two other ones that are coming out that they're going to be pretty soon. Like I said, Lexington, I think, is the next one up. And I think this is regular Xanatos. I may or may not have the red armored one. But yeah, no, between August and September, they drop like 4 or 5 of these figures like all in one shot. I'm like, oh my God. That's why I was selling off some figures, because I had to make space and I needed the money. Because again, you know how it is, man. It's you're selling something yourself recently. So yeah, I mean, again, to pay for the habit, I'd rather sell off some of the ones that I don't really care about anymore, or they're just that costs way too much, or I'm sorry, that's worth something now for sure. I told you I sold those Predator Dutch figures for a good chunk of change. I'm like, yeah, there you go. These guys pay for themselves. But like I said, I do have another review coming up soon. But yeah, this guy again, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. I was trying to get one more full review in, but I'll show you the. I made a short. I'll show you in a little bit.
Well, hold on one second. Let me get to Frankie. Frankie wanted to know about Megadeth, so let me go ahead and pull this up. He wanted to know if NECA was going to do Megadeth, and the answer to that is that they already have previously done Megadeth.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, I never seen that.
I remember seeing this was in those figures that I told you I seen when I was going to FYE when my dad passed. I seen this one and I looked at it and I said, damn, that looks good. And I was going to buy it back then. It was only like $20. And I'm kicking myself now that I didn't buy it. Because God only knows when they're going to get around to re-releasing this.
I know. And at that price, $20? Jeez.
I mean, now it's 70.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's unheard of. Wait, how much did you pay for that Iron Maiden one?
That was about 25 or so.
Really? Okay. I thought there would be a little bit more than that.
No, I forget exactly. I mean, I'm guessing. I forget what the average price in the stores are now. It might even be 34. I cannot recall. I mean, the prices are so damn ridiculous anymore. I mean, the Transformers, when I was cleaning up my dad's house, or actually right before I went up there, and actually, while I was still cleaning up initially, they were only going for about $19.99 a figure. Before I came home, they bumped up to like 21 or so. By the time I got back home, they were 22. Then they started going up, and they went all the way up to like 26 or so. Then they dropped down about $2, and they're sitting right around $24.99 now.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, they're essentially $25 a figure now. So at the height of everything, they were only $1 more. So I want to hear again about how great the economy is.
Wait, so are you saying that NECA figures by you are $25?
No, well, I'm saying the Hasbro ones definitely are. I forget what the NECA ones are. Some of them are, I want to say they're even like 34 or something now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say, where the heck are you finding them for that price?
Well, I do know the most expensive one that I picked up recently was the Ultimate Ninja from the Teenage Mutant, Eastman and Laird's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line. That one was something like 38.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, that's what I'm saying, man. They're like freaking $40 a pop.
Yeah.
Depending where you get them.
Smells Boost Brian. Oh, you also seen Megadeth 3 times? Nice. I seen him once at an Ozfest.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. There's a guy on YouTube who's doing mashups with like old 70s songs and like Megadeth or Metallica, and they're hilarious and awesome.
I told everybody about that one. Oh my God, this one is hilarious. So it's Neutron Dance mixed with damn it, which one is it? Symphony of Destruction by Megadeth. And I think it's
with
Master
Metallica.
of Puppets. Master of Puppets. Yeah.
Wasn't it Neutron of Destruction?
Yeah, doing the Neutron Dance of Destruction.
Yeah. Yeah, so
absolutely
the guy.
Hysterical. Oh, yeah. I was sharing that around to a few people because it was killing me. I was just dying over that one.
Dude, hilarious and awesome. Yeah, Frankie,
they did Master of Puppets mixed with the Macarena as well.
Nice.
It's just okay. So there's one YouTube channel that does something like that, and it's called "There I Ruined It." And,
yes.
Yeah. It's wicked funny.
That's great. Here's the Angela, but I'll have the full review of her for next week. This is actually another big surprise from a friend of mine. For my birthday, I'm like, holy shit! Like, I mean, Trina got me something, Tommy got me something, and my other buddy did. Who it's like, I wasn't expecting figures, and like, I was expecting shit, to be honest. And you guys have been so awesome. Which, yeah, I still got to do the review for the one that Tommy sent me, which is not gargoyles, but it's scaly. Yeah, I'll play this for you guys. But yeah, she looks incredible. What an amazing figure. So yeah, that's the daughter of Goliath and Demona. And yeah, she comes with one of the eggs. And I don't remember if that's a version of her as a baby or just another one of the gargoyles that just hatched. I don't remember. But yeah, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful figure. Cool. She has the evil look as well. Yeah, because her mother is an evil character. So like when she does her kind of the scary face, instead of her eyes glowing like blue and white, or that type of look, it's red and white. So yeah, she looks extra demonic, but she's not in the cartoon. Like she's like one of the best ones. But she came in like the end of season 2 or beginning of 3, I forgot. But yeah, awesome, really awesome stuff. So like I said, I'll have the full review up, I think for the stream next week, but probably up before then. I'll try to get a couple of things done for that one. But yeah, so boom. That's it. I'm tapped out tonight, Tommy. I didn't have much time. It's been a really crazy couple of days.
All right, well, I'm going to lean into another figure right here, and then I'm going to pass off, see if anybody else has anything they want to talk about, and we'll do the going once, going twice, and all that stuff, and it's sold. But this is part of the Gamer Edition stuff, what I did with Cliff Jumper. Cliff Jumper, of course, if you didn't catch that one, Cliff Jumper Gamer Edition for War for Cybertron was a humongous disappointment and went right back to the store. And when I went back to my store, I've recently seen it sitting up on the shelf where nobody was buying it. Because I think maybe some people are starting to get the word that is just a crappy version of that figure. It's so horribly done. So I did have another one in the wings waiting to review. And let's see if I'm disappointed this time.
Hey, how's it going? And welcome back as we're hanging out with Cliff Jumper, the master of the Transformers. And we've got another Transformer toy right here for you as we got Transformers War for Cybertron Studio Series Gamer Edition Megatron.
Transformers, more than meets the eye.
We got the box open, and just like Cliff Jumper, I found this part of Megatron's fusion cannon just floating around inside the box because it's not properly strapped or anything onto this cardboard packaging.
I am the Dominator. I am the Destroyer. I am Megatron!
Right out of the package here, we have Megatron. Put that fusion cannon on the side. I gotta say, the sculpt work on this one doesn't look half bad. This looks pretty decent. So much like I did with Cliff Jumper, let's compare him to the original version. You can see that the original version is much lighter in color, and I do think that some of the detailing that they have on this one is not quite as good as this newer version. The old one did have a firing mechanism. Let's see if I can get this damn thing to work. There it goes. Here we go with both Megatrons in a similar pose. You will see that the newer one does have a little bit more articulation. Once again, we got them both in a side-by-side similar comparison as far as the pose that they're taking. And once again, you can see that the new one has tons more articulation and movement than the older one. He also comes with this big giant mace. Now I know in the game it was more of an energy mace. You can also take the handle off the axe and it becomes a small gun. So after a very hot minute, I finally did get him in his tank form. Like, some of these things are really difficult to port in. Unlike Cliff Jumper, it does all eventually port in. It's just the directions are horrible. Of course, here we go. right next to the older version of them. I will say the newer version does look a lot more like the in-game version of Megatron. While the old one was pretty cool in its own right for what it was, this new one is actually very well done. There are a few things that are a bit of a problem in the way of articulation and the way that this thing transforms, but the look and the accessories that this one comes with, it's pretty damn solid. Granted, that articulation thing does kill it a bit. So because of that, I am only going to be able to give this one a 7 out of 10.
So one of the things that they absolutely miss on, and I didn't have time to put it in that full clip because, I only got like 3 minutes before StreamYard's telling me, hey, that's just too much. You're overloading us. Like, hey, screw you, StreamYards. Give us more time for these damn clips. But one of the things he doesn't have, he has almost no foot rocker whatsoever. And the older one did. The older one had tons of foot rock. This one didn't. That was one of the things that absolutely killed me. And then one of the other things about it is his head. His head turns side to side, but does not look down, does not look up. The old one looks down and looks up a little bit. So while the new one does have a waist turn that the older one didn't have, and he definitely has better arm movement and, like leg movement being splayed out, he doesn't have the rockers in the feet, and he doesn't have any kind of real head movement. Those are the down parts of that figure. And considering all the things that we know that they can do with these figures, there is no excuse for that to happen whatsoever.
Yeah, I agree. It's crazy that it's like the older one looks smaller, but when he transformed, he looked bigger. So it's kind of weird too.
Yeah. That was one other thing that I talked about. I swear in that game, that fusion cannon he had one that was a little bit bigger, but it is really hard to tell because unlike this version where it's porting onto the side of him in the game, it comes right out of his forearm. So it's really kind of hard to judge how big it was supposed to be, but I could have sworn the game was larger. I'm just not 100% positive.
Yeah, I can't remember either. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, Cliff Jumper. Oh, man. Hey, did he leave poop on the bed? He not only left poop on the bed, he pissed in 2 of them. It took 2 beds to get through that damn thing. And he almost polished off a 3rd bed.
Hey, we've all been there.
He just doesn't have the longevity anymore for these damn videos. Now, I could put Indy out there. Indy will sit there for a half-hour review, and he'll be fine.
Damn right. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum.
That's the real Indy. He's got longevity, unlike Disney's version of it.
He just won't die.
But those are my first 3. Does anybody else have anything they're bringing to the table tonight?
Yeah, I wanted to see if you've ever. All right, going back to the metal theme. Did anyone ever see these before? Let me bring it up. No. It's. I'm sharing a screen. It's not a. That's nothing I have personally. All right, they made these Jack in the Boxes. This is an Ozzy Bark at the Moon Jack in the Box.
Oh yeah,
have you seen these before?
Yeah, this was Art Asylum.
It wasn't McFarlane, because I was wondering if these were McFarlane's.
No, it was Art Asylum. Yeah, they had a couple of licenses, and they did a lot of stuff for Toy Biz.
Yeah, they had see on the back here, they had Rob Zombie and Alice Cooper too.
Yeah, I think I had the Rob Zombie one.
I'd love to see the Alice Cooper one.
All right, I'll bring it up.
Yeah,
cool.
That was good.
I like that. He's carrying a head too. I like that. He's got a fucking decapitated head in his other hand.
That's cool.
But like because I never saw these out. Like I seen them once in the store. Hey, anybody remember Tower Records? I saw these in Tower Records once, and I never saw them anywhere else again. And do they actually like pop out of the box? Like it doesn't look like it, right?
They do. I think they were a little bit squishy.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'd like to see that.
Yeah, it's been a long time. This thing's like close to 25 years old, I think.
Yes, it's 2001. The last
2001.
one.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see the Rob Zombie one.
Yeah, over 20 years.
Oh wow, they made him look like a fucking. I think they Why did they make him look like a Star Wars character?
No, that's one of his costumes that he had when he was on stage.
Battlefield Earth. That's what he looks like.
Yeah, he had that weird costume on stage. They made another figure of him. I think it was McFarlane, where he had like these clip-on pieces that made him look like he had these giant kind of like bone, like hand things. It was so weird. I didn't understand what his gimmick was back then.
But you seen these before? You said, Tommy?
I don't recall him, honestly.
No. Yeah, I seen him once, never seen him again.
Yeah, I can't remember what the hell happened with the one I had.
Rob Zombie reminds me of a dirty Jason Momoa.
Well, yeah, I always said fucking Jason Momoa looks like Rob Zombie on steroids.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, between Zombie and Manson, holy shit, those guys do put on killer stage performances. I seen them at Ozfest, and holy shit, were their stage performances amazing.
Yeah, it is something else. But Zombie, I mean, the guy is a super smart dude behind the scenes and everything. That's how he got into the directing stuff, because he really knew his shit.
He's horrible though. His movies are awful.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. Most of his movies suck. There's a couple I was okay with, but yeah, for the most part, everything looks the same to me. That's why I didn't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
It's like if I don't need to just look at 1970s white trash on film, because every one of them is like this 70s kind of mix between horror and porn kind of aesthetic. It's so strange.
Yeah. I understand what you mean by that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I House of a Thousand Corpses was oh Jesus, Devil's Rejects I liked, and I didn't mind Three from Hell. I thought Three from Hell had some good comedy bits in it that kind of cracked me up. I didn't mind it.
I don't know. I don't remember if I saw all three of them or just two of those.
I think
there's one where they died in a car, and then they made another. Oh, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
No, I said I think I've only seen Devil's Rejects. I haven't seen it. I was meh. It was meh.
Yeah.
God, the guy has to put his fucking wife in everything. Come on.
I like that mostly the Devil's Rejects because of Haig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Captain Spaulding. He was hilarious.
He was an awesome character.
Good. He was really cool.
Anybody else? Anybody? Bueller? Nothing? Okay. All right. Well, the show must go on, right? I do have a toy break. Now, this is some of the shit that drives me nuts when they do lazy shit like this just to try to pump out a few more dollars. But you'll see it in this toy break.
What is this? Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, the quest to make more money. So multiple colorations of the exact same figure, because why not? And for $20.99, you're telling me that these big giant 6-inch figures are all only worth $4 more than that? Give me a break. I'm sorry. It just looks goofy. So goofy. For all the hatred for that old Christmas special from the 70s, why they keep using the gun that Boba Fett had in it? I wonder.
Yeah, just slap retro on the packaging, and they think that anyone will buy them.
Well,
I don't
they're
understand
customer-based.
what's the point of those fucking rainbow figures. I remember a couple years ago seeing that 15 different colored Darth Vader figure. Why did they do that now? What's the point?
Because they're retarded.
Yeah, it is in June.
Yeah, but it's all year coalition. That's why.
But Christmas is in December. What are you talking about?
The Rainbow Brigade.
Yeah, but they look like trick or treat and Christmas there. I don't know. It's fucking horrible.
You know, I could do the same thing with a can of spray paint. Does that make it freaking artistic? More like autistic. These things are just pathetic. And for $20.99 for those damn things, are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me?
Those were the 3 3/4 scale.
Yeah, they were 3 3/4 figures going for $20.99. I was like, I laughed.
Those are the same exact size as the original Kenners.
Yeah,
$20.99.
Rainbow Bright.
Like Frankie said, it looked like they got Mandalorian spare parts and
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
So
the
horrible.
leftover edition.
More like the Mongoloidian.
Yes, Mongoloidian.
Call them the
If he
moms.
takes the helmet off, would he be John Fetterman, the Mongoloidian?
Well, wouldn't he come in more casual wear then?
I like how Tree Rock said, "Are we to paint the figures now?" Like, the economy's gotten so bad, we have to paint our own figures.
Yeah.
Paint sold separately.
It's just pathetic, though. It's just absolutely pathetic. So, I mean, they got the Boba Fett. It's supposed to be Empire Strikes Back, but it's supposed to be the comic version. And then they had a Boba Fett one. It's exact same figure, and they say comic version of Boba Fett. Like, you know, a specific comic version of Boba Fett. Like, really, it's the exact same figure, just painted differently. And wow. The quest for more money. That's what it is.
You're not wrong.
But they were all peg warming. There was a whole bunch of them there. And it was the same thing with those rainbow colored ones, like a Slasher you were talking about, Vader. I remember seeing a whole bunch of the Luke Skywalker in the X-Wing pilot outfit, just lining shelves. Like there was like 20 of them sitting on the shelves until they put them into clearance.
Wait, which figure?
The Luke in the X-Wing outfit.
Oh my god.
And he was rainbow colored.
Yep. Every limb was a different color.
You'll see him at Ollie's soon.
Yeah.
No, eventually you'll see them buried in a ditch in fucking Nevada.
Yeah, right next to Atari. E.T.
Yeah,
Atari.
they're going to give him the Atari treatment.
In fact, they're going to be saying, like, if you take these figures off our hands, we'll give you 50 cents per figure.
I tell you what, if they were going to pay me to take them, I would absolutely take them out back and start shooting my my Daisy Red Ryder BB gun. Absolutely.
Weren't they ready to start giving Funko Pops the Atari treatment? The desert?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, this is what saved Star Wars. We can't complain about it.
It's absolutely just a joke. It's just a joke anymore with these people. But let's get into something more fun. This is the last segment that I have, and this is a two-parter. So get ready for some fun, people. I've got a special right here for everybody. You have never seen this figure before. I would almost guarantee it. And I was so excited to do this one. You're going to hear the excitement in my voice. Here we go.
Hey, what's going on? And welcome back. As we're getting ready to do another toy review, you will notice that there's no pig here because there is no pig for the amazingness that we're about to show off right here. So, Final Faction Limited Edition Elite, we got Alpha Team number 1 and we got Sergeant Rook, the Gold Edition. Holy shit, straight from the Dollar Tree. It doesn't get any better than this. This one is a whole whopping $1.25 for all this amazing glory right here in this package. Let's get it open and take a look at this monstrosity. There's Sergeant Rook right out of the package. All the amazing detail that you figured you would get for $1.25 is right there in this figure. But of course, that's not all he came with. And here goes Rook. He's got what looks to be a gas can on his back, because why not? Because you may need extra gas when you're on the road. Look at some of that articulation right there in the arms. And he's also got his Arms of Ares forearm mounted miniguns. Holy shit, amazing! $1.25, amazing. This guy's even got a bit of a backstory. And he's from the cold valleys of Austria. Rook specializes in artillery and uses heavy weapons that attach to his body to stave off the enemy. Rook has a warm heart, but is very competitive with his friend Steel. Let's take a look at that posability, shall we? Them arms move up and down just like you would expect. Then the legs kick out and kick back a little bit as well. Holy shit. They do come with other attachments that you can buy separately, of course. And you can attach them onto these figures. But look, even his head moves. This is amazing. I can't believe it. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to test Rook for durability.
You know, if this was Disney or Marvel, they could have just slapped retro on the box and sell that shit for $50.
I don't know. I love it.
What was that guy again?
Rook.
Final Faction. Apparently, they have a web cartoon for it as well. There's like a little URL on the packaging. So you can watch some kind of probably creepy looking cartoon online for this.
I've never heard Final Faction. I've never heard of it.
When's the last time you've been to a Dollar Tree, buddy? $1.25 specials, my friend.
I've never been to. I don't think I've ever been to a Dollar Tree.
Oh, God. Yeah, I had a lot of fun shooting this one. And literally, because that's when we get into our second segment. Here we go.
Guys, I'm not sure, but I think Sergeant Rook is trying to give me a hard time. So we got our Red Ryder Daisy BB gun. And we are going to give a couple shots, and we're going to see how sturdy Rook is. Here we go. First shot. So the first shot looks like he took a little dimpling in the chest. It's either there or there. I'm not sure which one it was, but there's a little dimple. We're going to try some more shots. Durability test. Shot number 2. Sergeant Rook is ready for a few more shots. Here we go. Direct hit. Back up and ready to go again. Let's give him a face shot this time. This guy is still ticking. Few more shots. Close range. This time we'll go for a leg shot. Now we'll take an arm shot. And one more where I like to call a center mass. So after taking multiple shots at this thing with their Red Ryder BB gun, you can see that center mass shot right there. There's a little divot in the plastic. Leg shot actually divoted that little gold
covering over his knee, his knee pad. There was one shot up here. It's kind of hard to make out, but it's right by the neck. You could see it divoted just a little bit. The arm shot, it just looked like it doesn't really look like it did much of anything. Maybe a little scuffing right here, but yeah, $1.25 figure. Took multiple shots, and it's still in one piece. The only thing that happened is his backpack kind of blew off somewhere out in the yard, and I didn't see where it went. Otherwise, this thing survived the first round. Next time, I think I'll test it with something a little bit stronger. So after further review of this guy, I did find damage to the head where I'd shot him directly in the head. It did start to rip it. But other than that, no other real damage.
That looked like
Okay,
fun.
so why is this character so hated?
Okay, so did you look up Final Faction?
No. I was watching him shoot the fucking figure. what am I missing with this Final Faction thing?
Well, from what I can find, it sounds like a good premise for a show. Like it's a TV series. It looks like it started in 2020. And it says here, I'm on IMDb, and it says in the year 2050, after an asteroid damages Earth's moon, an ancient alien race awakens and begins raiding Earth for its resources. An elite team of soldiers is dispatched to fight them off. It sounds cool.
Until
Time Prophet, have a good night. And what's going on, E-Hacker? I don't know if you're still hanging around or not, but thanks for stopping in, man. Always good to see you.
Night, Time Prophet.
I got a Red Rider too. Oh, yeah, and he'd asked me how many pumps. That thing is only a single pump, I think. I'm pretty sure that one was only a single pump.
Single pump,
You didn't shoot us. Well, some of the pump BB guns, you can actually pump them up multiple times to increase the PSI. And the Red Rider, the one I have, is not. It's just a single pump action. But yeah, holy shit! Like that thing took multiple shots and point blank, and it survived. Like just with that head crack a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Show me a
really
Hasbro
shocked.
toy that can do that.
You know what? I was thinking that after I shot this thing, I would not want to venture putting one of those Transformers, the newer Transformers, up against that Red Rider. I guarantee it would be riddled with holes like Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
So I think next time, my dad has one. He has a BB gun. It was called the 1788, I think it was called, or maybe the 1888. No, it was 1888. I'm sorry, 1888. And that BB gun actually could pump up to 8 times, and it's extremely powerful. So next round of test will be with that. Ruck is not done. Ruck will be returning, ladies and gentlemen. Just when you thought you seen the last of Ruck, he's coming back out. And if he survives that, then we're going to have to move up to the 22 gun, 22 rifle.
I think
you
should
put him in
collect
the
whole
bot war arena.
All right, Steve said put him in the bot arena.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Trina?
I think you should collect the whole line.
Just a time up with rubber bands in the bot arena, like you would do in the 80s with Evil Lynn, and have the bots tear them to bits.
I don't think the bots would do a damn thing to that thing. If a Red Rider BB gun didn't do nothing to it, I'd be wasting my time hitting it with those paddle bots.
The bots would do a lot to them if you had taken my advice about enhancing them.
Yeah, and then I won't have an arena to be able to put the bots in. No, Steve.
Get concrete.
And where am I going to put said concrete?
Up your ass.
Apparently,
Make concrete arena drench it in blood. You can get it at the slaughterhouse, and then just
Christmas. I would need a permit for that, Steve.
No, don't tell
It'd
anyone.
be a permanent structure.
Just don't tell anyone
that permit.
That just sounds like a bunch of fucking soy.
What's going on, Brutal? I remember time my buddy shot a lollipop stick into his dad's calf muscle with a BB gun.
Oh
Jesus.
What
So Pop became a lollipop.
How's that even? What the?
Well, they used to have those lollipop sticks that were made out of plastic. I could totally see that happening.
Weird.
You put needles in it, sewing needles. It shoots through people's head.
Stig.
Yeah.
He goes dark really quick.
Just drench it in rat poison and shoot at people.
They're so bored in Norway. It's amazing.
Look at all that beautiful land. They're like, build things with me and blow them.
Things are going to start popping. Yeah, I don't know. They did have a whole bunch of these damn things there, and I've seen them before. I'd actually picked up some of the accessories pack. They do sell accessory packs for these things.
Wow.
So they come with all kinds of extra weapons, like face shields, like all kinds of crazy attachments you can put on these little figures.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, and don't get me wrong, for $1.25, that thing took a hell of a beating, and I'm actually surprised at the beating that it took. So I'm not going to knock really the durability so far of that thing. Now I'm just out to see how much damage can I do to this thing to destroy it at this point. And then I'll go get another one to do the same thing.
I had the same exact words for an ex-girlfriend.
You know what I am half tempted to do, though? I want to do a comparison between these damn cheap little $1.25 toys, and I want to go to Ollie's and pick out a Transformer on super clearance sale there, or maybe one of those Marvel figures like on super clearance.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to put them to the test and see how much damage they could take one of those shots, because I just don't see those ones taking the same amount of hits that this one did.
Yeah, no way. No way. They'll explode.
Remember Astro Pops? You could stab somebody with those.
Sure, Astro Pop.
Shoot Ray.
Oh, they like the push pop kind of.
I remember those. Remember the ice creams that had the push pop thing to them?
Yeah.
So they were like in a tube.
Yeah, and that plastic.
Yeah, I think isn't that what he's talking about? It comes to a point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were deadly weapons.
Yes.
That's good stuff.
Kids. We had so many dangerous toys. It was great.
I know, and somehow we survived.
Right?
Somehow.
You remember, like on the 4th of July, they had like those little pellets that if you light them, like they grow into these black snakes. I'm sure those are real healthy to breathe in.
I don't remember that. I would have to see it because my uncle would come over, because we would always do 4th of July at my house, and my parents would always throw it, I should say, and my uncle would come over with a ton of fireworks, and so maybe he brought those, and I just can't picture what you're referencing.
The snakes were lame fireworks for like.
Yeah, they weren't really
fireworks. They were like, they're as much of a fucking firework as a fucking spark.
Yeah, I think usually the package, what were they? They were called magic snakes.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Okay. All right. Then I probably wouldn't have seen them.
Yeah, I have a few fireworks that I brought back from the house. I have actually one that looks like a tank. I have no clue what it's supposed to do. It looks like a little cardboard tank.
Yeah, I remember those ones.
And then my dad has the ones that actually go in like the big tube launcher, the big freaking solid balls with the freaking fuse on the end.
Yeah.
Like those are the ones that shoot way up, and they do like a not quite professional fireworks, but it's
Yeah.
the next best thing that you can get for home use.
Yeah, they were just called black snakes. I'll pull it up.
Firecrackers and anthills. God, you wouldn't want to do that with the fire ants. Roman candles.
Yeah, these stupid things.
Yeah, they were fucking lame.
Yeah, they were
Oh
retarded.
no, I've never seen those.
It basically turns into a cooked turd.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what it
basically,
looks like.
right? But nice and safe for kids. You see them like kind of grow out. They smell horrible, and your hands will get all black.
So it smells like 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I was like, these are the stupidest things ever, and it's. I wonder how toxic they were. Yeah, here they were. They're just like these little pellets. They're all wrapped up. Yeah, most kids would just stack them just to see how big they can make them. And yeah, look at this freaking kid. She's like, now she's got cancer.
Look at my turd.
Oh look! Oh yeah, that looked like tons of fun. Hey kids, want to play with this black turd?
I know.
It grows
for
out of
real.
a pellet.
Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Yeah, but
So you light
we were.
you
all
light
like,
off the
yeah.
firework and it becomes a cheap toy afterwards.
But we loved it. We loved that shit.
Yeah, it was
Like
ridiculous.
we didn't have these cool toys that they have nowadays, so things like lame shit like that was fun for us.
Yeah, we used to paint rocks from the backyard. This one's Schwarzenegger from Commando.
You know what? Don't laugh. Don't laugh. But at my house, at my dad's house, when I was cleaning up, I did find one of those original pet rocks that he had bought back in the day.
Oh my
shit.
god. That is such a what do you call it?
I never thought that was a real thing until someone showed me a picture of one of the fucking boxes. I thought it was a joke for the longest time.
Yeah.
They were real. They were just painted rocks. Sometimes they had like googly eyes glued on them, and that was it.
Like how bad of a sucker can you be to buy a rock?
Well,
in the
look
day,
at the
Bruno,
government's doing to us
these
now.
toys.
People are buying it.
Yeah, I got a stick in a rock for the Christmas.
And I got a turd for the 4th of July.
Yeah, it smells like real shit too. Has an ice in it.
It's all natural, Steve. That's why.
Yeah. If you lick it, it tastes like corn.
Ingredients are important, friend.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure somewhere along the line, somebody from YouTube is like, "These son of a bitches. They're just like skirting the line, but they're not crossing it."
Oh, don't worry.
yeah,
They'll
that-
still hit us for it.
Oh, I did something. You know those fort pillows?
The what?
Fart
Yeah.
pillows?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
whoopee
pillows with-
cushions?
Cushions.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would call them fort pillows. Anyway, I took one of those and filled it up with Nutella.
Uh-huh.
So it made my dad sat on it and made a fart sound, and it also squirted, brown. I enhanced it. I should have copyrighted that one because it was way better
You
than
should
just the
have.
fart thing.
That's disgusting. Did he think he shat himself?
No, I got pissed because the pants got dirty.
Brutal written on excitedly on the package. Smells like real shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tree Rock. I do recall some. Well, not all of them. Most of them did, but some of them came with like that fake grass stuff in the bottom of the package.
Okay.
So not only are you buying a rock, you're also buying fake grass.
Should say it's grass plus fake shit.
Was it a thank you note?
This is a shit, and this is grass they wiped with.
Was there a thank you note inside the box as well when you got it? It said, "Thanks, sucker."
It was thanks, dumbass.
Yeah. You bought your kids real shit, motherfucker. Dad of the year. They're never going to forget this. They're traumatized because of you.
Yeah.
You know what,
That kid-
Frankie? Frankie
kid
is
might
not
cave
wrong
your
here.
head in with that rock if he gets bad enough at you.
Yeah. Smash
You know
the
what,
shit
though?
with the rock, boy.
Frankie is not wrong here. Pet rocks are fun, especially when thrown through the windows of your neighbors. You're damn right. It's telling them that you both hate them and like them at the same time by spending the money on a pet rock.
Another thing that's fun, if you have a snowball and put real shit inside and then throw it in through people's windows. Because I did that.
No, I know
It wasn't
someone.
my shit, though. It was my friend shat in the
I know.
snow.
I know. I remember someone when I was going to school. They put a battery in a fucking snowball and being someone in the face.
Assault and battery, then.
You think we broke Trina?
That's it. She's done. Somebody stick a fork in her.
And all day long, I put up a dog's ass. Just bang, bang, bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
Oh man.
I told that shitball story on John Talks once. He clipped it, but they didn't quite believe me. So when I was back at the, where I grew up, I took a picture of the fucking house and documented it. And like, this is where it happened. This is where I threw shit through my neighbor's window.
Oh my God.
These are the toys of our youth.
The smoke bombs were kind
of. We didn't have PlayStations, You have to make do.
Do.
You had to make do with the shit you had laying around.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, we were gonna, ring people's doorbells and run away, And then my friend had to take a shit. So he sat in the snow and we're like, well, we have shit now. Let's use it, right? So we're wearing gloves and we packed snow around the shit and made a snowball.
So wiggler knocking.
Yeah. Fun thing is though, the people that got the shit, right? They had moved in like a few weeks earlier. So it's like, welcome to the neighborhood, motherfuckers, And a few months later, they had moved.
I wonder why.
Those poor people. So did you just target a random house or were they assholes?
I don't know. The guy came out after us, though, with 2 dogs. He was furious.
So like it was.
Well, basically, we were going to throw it in through the front door. A friend of mine was going to ring the doorbell. And I was going to throw the ball. That was a shit ball, right? And they didn't open the front door. They opened the balcony door. Like kind of ajar because it was cold. And so I was like, what the fuck do I do? So I just threw the thing anyway. And it barely missed the guy's head. And then it flew into their living room. And they, I saw the ball kind of explode next to a painting on the wall.
Oh.
Yeah, didn't like that. So they probably chased us for 2 hours.
Yeah, I would have been in jail for grabbing you guys and destroying you.
Yeah. I can't believe you didn't get caught.
Oh, we ran like the wind.
It's a fast wind.
For 2 hours? It was his first blood?
First blood.
Yeah. The guy was chasing us. And, it was snowy, right? So we couldn't run home because then he could just follow the tracks, right?
You got to cover your tracks. Come on, boy. You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I guess I'm lucky because when we used to do dumb shit like that, we had plenty of hiding places, like we could hide in the schoolyard, we could hide in somebody's fucking driveway,
That's all.
The
guy was screaming. They threw first blood.
The dumbest stuff we did though, we had.
Just turn it off.
We went out to ring doorbells, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the lady whose home we were attacking, right? She wasn't home, and same friend had to shit, so he shat on her.
Yo,
porch,
this guy's got a. This guy sounds like a fucking fecophiliac.
Yeah.
Shitter was full.
This guy's
got
got shit issues.
Basically,
Yeah.
we were like, okay, we have shit again, right? So we took a couple of sticks and wrote, fuck and whatever with shit on our living room window. And then, we told someone at school the day after, and another one wanted to join and do that stuff too, because it sounded like fun, right? So we went back the other day, and same house, and we voted for the third guy to ring the doorbell because it was his turn. He wasn't there yesterday. So he rings the doorbell. Lady opens the door and grabs him immediately. Me and my other friend, we're ducking down behind the bushes in her garden, right? And she's scolding the guy and goes, "Was it you that smeared dog shit on my window yesterday?" And the friend who has done the shitting was next to me in the gardens, right? And he gets pissed off, stands up and says, It wasn't dog shit, it was mine." So we got caught because of that fucking idiot. He took it as an insult that she thought it was dog shit.
He took pride in what he delivered.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, he's got problems. He's proud of it. First of all, like, if he just shits on people's doorsteps and pulls his pants up, that guy's got skid marks all over his face.
He basically always had to take a shit when we're the furthest away from home. So yeah, that was.
Was he wiping his ass with leaves though? Was he actually taking care of the post?
Yeah, he definitely wiped
post time.
Yeah, probably used.
He always kept he kept spares of underwear, didn't he? One to wear and one to wipe with. He took his sock off. Well, I'll tell you what, this whole stream is just going to shit.
Literally.
We had this kid in class that used to shit himself. Something wrong with his pipes, basically. And we were having swim classes because we have that in Norway, in indoor swimming pool. We did swim class, and he was like diving, and I was diving because I had divers mask.
Oh man! Oh my God.
And he shat underwater. Like a damn octopus. It was like boof. And Jaws when divers see the shark, right? And they scream underwater. That was me. I could not get out of that pool fast enough. And I just saw him, make these whimpering whale-like noises swimming off into the haze. Behind the
Steve was grabbing other girls trying to swim out of the way and putting her head underwater so he can get out of there faster.
Oh, I fucked off. Holy shit.
Jeez.
I'll never forget that because, that's not something you see every day.
No. I would hope not.
It was completely unexpected, too. Never swim behind people underwater.
Never go in the pool with someone with IBS. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
The pool poop panic.
It looked like an octopus, though. Because he basically poof and then swam faster, and then you heard like, underwater.
And you were screaming underwater?
Yeah, I just went, It was like this.
So when you got out of the pool, did you just keep running like Forrest Gump?
I stared at the pool with a shocked face and pointed.
He ran right to the fucking janitor's closet, poured bleach all over himself.
Yeah.
He squidded in the pool.
Yeah, he did.
Oh man, I hope they made everybody take a shower.
Yeah.
You had to take a shower anyway.
I'd be in there with the note the next day. Like, my parents don't want me in the pool with someone with fucking Crohn's disease. I'm not doing this.
And the guy
I come to school for education, not to get some fucking sort of.
The guy who did it though did not exit the pool. The teacher had to go in and get him because he just.
He's just stewing in his own juices, huh?
He probably just wanted to die in the pool.
Yeah, he was just there and kind of staring at it and not saying anything to anyone.
Like maybe they won't notice.
Staring.
Maybe he was proud of it. Maybe he was staring like I did that. I did that.
They had to be a psychologist for him or something. I don't know.
Maybe he was trying to start a new trend: synchronized shitting in a pool.
Maybe he just wanted the pool all to himself.
Only got it.
How long did they have to shut the pool down for?
They had to drain it.
Yeah, it was probably like that fucking scene from Caddyshack.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, the indoor pools that had chlorine in them,
Yeah.
right? But I don't think that was enough that day.
No.
Speaking of which, happy birthday to Bill Murray. I think it's his birthday today.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I started trending earlier.
Awesome. Gonna have to watch Caddyshack again.
It's
Love
been a
that
while.
movie. But yeah, I think that is going to pretty much wrap it up for the evening. I think we've had a ton of laughs, some unexpected laughs. Steve really dropped some extras on us today.
I need to contribute. I don't know much about toys.
Go ahead, Slasher.
Oh, we were just talking some shit. That's all.
Yeah, we're just sitting around talking.
You know what?
Shit, you know?
I'm gonna call that story, the pool story, "Close Encounters of the Third Kind."
You should market that.
Yeah.
I guarantee they'll have a toy out for it next week, and Hasbro will happily make it. And in multiple
Yeah, it's
colors.
like a bag of water with shit in it.
We're going to go around the horn now, and everybody can let everybody know what they're doing. Steve, can we please?
Shitter was full.
Yeah, on the top 10 with Mora. Favorite comic book character. So that's it. Don't piss on the electric fences and stay away from glory holes. They are not friendly.
Jesus Christ. Thanks for being here with us, Steve. Holy shit. Okay.
What car is that coming up? Creep. Drive by.
Well, tonight was fun, and thanks for having me on. And next Wednesday we'll be reviewing The Crow on my channel at Real Horror. So hope to see you guys there. Otherwise, you can catch me on Tommy's or Vinnie's channel. I hope everybody has a good night.
Awesome. Thanks for hanging out with us, Trina. I'm glad you had a few laughs. I think we all need it from time to time. That's why I did the shooting the toy video. I told Vinnie about it. I think we're going to buy a cheap toy, and I'm just going to shoot the shit out of it.
Yep.
So next.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I feel high as shit. Sleep deprivation the last couple of freaking days. I think I dreamed most of this stream. I don't think it was real, but
it was real horror.
Tune in tomorrow. I think I'll still be having a stream. I should still be having a stream. The Friday Underground. I can't believe it's already Friday. This is crazy. And then Sunday, we should be back as well. I want to thank the people who were watching the Sunday stream. I started getting tons of views over on YouTube. It's close to it's almost 600 views out of nowhere, which is kind of weird because we only did 45 minutes over there. I mean, we had fun, but and then we brought the rest of it over to Rumble, which did pretty good over there too. But guess what? YouTube is still just stealing hours from me. They stole another 110 hours from me in a couple of days. Isn't that amazing? Fucking man, these people are pieces of shit through and through. Like they really are. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get remonetized again. We'll find out next week. But I'm still going to try to put out content and fight them on it. And if not, then we're just going to go all balls out. I'm not going to give a fuck. So, stay tuned, folks.
No, Vinnie, it was still a blast hanging out. Freaking awesome gargoyle collection you got going on there, man. I'm glad you're finding all the ones that you want.
Yeah,
it's something nice to be able to recapture that stuff from our childhood, you know?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I got a shelf up right now, but they're not all going to fit on there. And I still have 4 of them or 5 of them that are in packaging that I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get them out. Yay! Phytonomics, yay!
Them son of a bitches.
Right?
All right,
don't worry. There's going to be plenty of cool stuff coming too. I did put up a new video on time lapse for City of Venus, and stay tuned because in October, in a couple of weeks, another week and a half or so, there's gonna be more updates. I'm gonna be launching Volume 3 art book. So I almost forgot about that. Jeez, that's one of the reasons I'm staying up late. But stay tuned. More great stuff to get real soon.
Nice.
Awesome. Guys, don't forget that all Vinny's links are down in the description below, along with everybody else is on the panel with me tonight. And we're going to take it over.
Don't fuck this up, Mitchell!
Hey, what's up? Thanks for letting me chill, Tommy. This is fun.
Always, man.
I guess I'll be doing the movie review I've been putting off for a couple weeks. Back problems and all. Kind of can't sit here and stream all night. But
I hear
show down a little Tokyo on Saturday.
Awesome. Guys, stop by for that. Eventually going to get back to the wrestling dustbin again, or you're just holding off for that for now?
No, I'm going to get back to that too. Just the physical problems has me not sitting here all night being able to stream stuff. But I'm feeling all right. This is fun. Thank you.
I'm glad you're feeling better, man.
Yeah, man. It sucks to have all the pains and stuff.
Tell me about it, dude. There's a few of us on the panel here that know all about that.
Yeah, I haven't been
those
able to
injuries
turn my
pile
head.
up.
Yeah.
No, I had that same problem today, Vinny. When I was driving back with the wife, like, you know how the sudden rainstorms hit here in Florida. We had a sudden rainstorm after we went to Moe's to eat, and I'm like trying to turn my head around to look. I'm like, God, my neck is stiff as hell today, and I couldn't turn all the way around to see the traffic. I was like, you're kind of on your own. Let's just wing it.
You're like the third or fourth person. Yeah, you're like the third or fourth person that I heard that today. It's crazy. And it got way worse when the storm was just here before. Whew.
Yeah, completely out of nowhere. Completely. But guys, thank you to everybody that's been in the chat hanging out with us. Chaos Hoy, Tree Rock Creations, thank you for coming in and hanging out. Frankie knows. One of these days, Tree Rock, we're going to have to get you on one of these streams too. Probably it'd be best on the Tuesday stream. I mean, not unless you wind up wanting to come up and talk about toys at some point. Brutal Morningwood, thank you for coming in. I know Curtis was in here earlier. Soul Assassin was in here. The Time Prophet was in the house. E-Hacker, thanks for stopping by. John, I know you're always busy on the other side of the planet there, but thanks for taking time to stop by and say hi. I do appreciate that. Of course, Trina was in the chat as well. Who else do we got here?
Yeah, Tree Rock, you're probably right. I was working in my sleep.
I know Keely Chow was in here earlier. And I think was Keck in here earlier too? I believe I've seen Keck's name earlier.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody that stopped in. I really do appreciate it. It's said all the time, but seriously, you guys, I love when you guys stop and you hang out with us and you add to the conversation. It does mean a lot, really does. I am still working on the shirts that are going to be going out to certain mods and everybody that have been helping out the channel for a long time. I really do appreciate it. And there's going to be a few people that are going to be getting their own special shirts as well. And thanks to Vinny again for doing that artwork. Those are going to be only limited to everybody that I'm sending it to. And then once they're gone, I am not making any more of those shirts. They're done. And there will be another pig design that will be going up for sale as like regular Pigs of Anarchy shirts. But thank you guys so much for being here, hanging out with us, having a blast, hopefully. And if you want to see some more toys getting shot up, be sure to let me know in the comments on this live stream afterwards, because I will go back to Dollar Tree and pick up a bunch more toys that I could just pump holes in with a BB gun. Because that shit is a lot of fun. I ain't even gonna lie. But as we're getting ready to exit here, I just want to say one more time to those bastards at YouTube for all the bullshit you're pulling. Because matter of fact, they just age restricted one of my older videos for 2019 because either somebody really hates me and they're butthurt, or YouTube just really loves fucking me. So this is for Uncle Bollywood. You can screw yourself, you son of a bitch. Guys, never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not think, because your silence and your compliance gives consent, and we will catch you next time. Later, y'all.
Now aerodynamics is just sort of a hobby.
This is a master at aerodynamics.